You guys, welcome back to Tay Talks and Tarot. I am coming in with my midweek reading from the My Wisdom deck. Baby, I love a good wisdom card. So, what's going on that we need to know about um, the midweek vibe? And you know what, guys, if y'all didn't watch the Monday read, oh my goodness, it was such a beautiful reading because it's talking about coming out of this karmic energy into a real, true family dynamic. And I saved the card because when I got off, y'all, when I got off the record, right? As soon as I pressed stop, I was putting my deck up and I like to look at the cards. Like sometimes I like to break the deck and look at what's inside because it's always a confirming message. But this time I did not do that. And I also like to read the bottom of the card. This time I saved it because I was like, I'm going to show it for the midweek. But if you go back and you see all that karmic energy that's trying to keep you in this tug of war stuck space, right? The end of the reading, I turned the video off and turned my deck around before I put it in the box. And this was at the bottom of the deck. Soulmate. I wanted to share that with you guys because that last card that came out on Monday was the real true family dynamic, the real deal Holyfield, baby. And then this was at the bottom of the deck: soulmates, romantic partnership, friendship, real, authentic, organic relationships. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Energy don't lie, baby. Energy does not lie. It's coming in for you guys. It's coming in. Old things that do not serve your highest good are being ripped away from you right now, and new energy is coming for you at this time. Okay. Um, so please do not go back to the karmics. Okay, they do not serve your highest good. Midweek message. What is going on in the hidden realms that we need to know for the midweek? My angels, highest loving light guides of the most high, and my divine ancestors, thank you for being here. What is a midweek message that we need to know? And forgive me, y'all. Sometimes I yell because I get excited. I felt like I yelled on my Monday video. I be yelling. Um, what is my message for the midweek? Do we have any wisdom cards that would like to come out at this time? There we go. And it's in reverse. So it is a challenge, the Lady of the Gift. Receiving, withholding, and generosity. So we're going to read that as a challenge. Let's see if we have any more messages before I read. Oh, that came right on out. The Hawk Prince, and that is an ally. Oh, come on now. And the Rainbow Prince. Okay, princes coming out. All right, let's do three because they're a lengthy read. Okay. Two allies, one challenge. Let's read the challenge first. Okay, y'all want the bad news first? This is your challenge. Oh, let me show you the card. So, Lady of the Gift, and that came out in reverse, meaning in the wisdom deck, it means it's a challenge, right? So, Lady of the Gift, let's find, I have to find it in my guidebook, what page it's on. The Lady of the Gift. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. The Lady of the Gift. You would think I have a whole bunch of cards here, and I don't. It just takes me forever just to find. Here it is. Okay. 57. 57. All right. I am so in denial about my eyes, y'all. Oh, here we go. 57. So 57, the Lady of the Gift as a challenger. Let's read the challenger. It says, the Lady of the Gift says that the act of withholding isn't welcome in her world. In fact, withholding information is another way to lie. Are you doing this? Or perhaps someone is doing it to you. Withholding something in. Oh, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled. So you believe deep down you're not quite good enough. Wow. And then it says, now is the time for you to address the concept of withholding. If you see this in any aspect of your life, it's time for a change. Giving to others with the idea of getting something in return is also being warned against here. The best way of this mere, the best way out of this mirror, what? Mirror? What is mirror? Mire. I'm gonna have to look that word up because I don't know what that means. The best way out of this mirror, Mire, is to give with honesty and with an open heart and without expectation. The Lady of the Gift challenges you to be generous and compassionate. You can always start again. That is what the Lady of the Gift is saying. So, the challenge is, where are you withholding yourself or information? Or is someone doing it to you? Okay. Um, at this time, I really feel like, and it's also saying to manipulate and control. So the collective I read for, I feel like this may be happening to you. Okay. It says perhaps someone is doing it to you, withholding something in order to keep you manipulated and controlled. So you believe deep down inside that you're not quite good enough. Wow. Okay. I pick up that this is actually something that's happening to you. And you may not even be aware of it because this is the hidden realms. So I love this deck because it pulls out things that are hidden. And so because of that, I'm going to get a clarifying card from my clarifying deck. I'm curious. I want to see if we can get some clarity on the Lady of the Gift. The Lady of the Gift. What are you withholding, collective? Or what is someone withholding from collective? Can we clarify the Lady of the Gift? Oh, baby, that came right on out, honey. And oh my God, you can't make it up, y'all. Did you see how that flipped out of there? Worthy goal. Worthy goal. Baby, that said somebody is keeping you in a feeling of control and manipulation so that you don't think you're worthy, good enough, worthy goal. Okay, worthy goal. Let's read the card. It says, get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. So that's a confirmation message. What it's saying is you are withholding yourself from your gift, not valuing your worth because you are the currency, right? So you're either withholding your energy, because it says right here, get out and be inspired to keep working toward your life's purpose. So you're either withholding your energy, withholding yourself from your own gifts, okay? Um, or moving forward, right? Or someone is trying to dumb you down and make you think like you're not worthy to move forward. Someone is stripping you of your competence at this time. So it's either you're stripping yourself of your competence to move forward, right? Or someone is stripping you of your confidence to move forward. Let's keep reading the messages to see what else came out. But what I'm getting here is it also can mean the inner work spiritually, right? Because you need to get to the greater goal. You need to get to the greater goal. So don't hold back, to do your spiritual work, guys. That inner work, those inner conflicts, don't hold back, right? That's also an additional message is what I'm getting for that, right? So let's read these two so maybe we can get a little bit more clarity as well. But this is, wow, this hit home. You understand? Because it talks about the gift of worthiness, right? And the Lady of the Gift in reverse, that is your challenge. Not feeling worthy, or someone is making you feel like you're not worthy. All right. So that is a confirming message. You cannot make this up. The Hawk Prince, right? And the Hawk Prince, let me show you the card. It's an ally, and it's a spirit communication, and it says paying attention. Number 11 on the card. Oh, I didn't read this number here. Number 20, that's a two. That's balance. So that's clarity for me because that two is saying balance out the energy. So it is a little bit of inner work that needs to be done here. Balance out this energy. You are worthy. Okay. Balance out that creativity. I just felt like when I read the other side of this card, too, fresh ideas is on the opposite side of the card, right? And fresh ideas say stay open minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solutions, right? So, what came to me just now when I heard that, and you are worthy, somebody needs to do some solar plexus chakra work, right? Whether it's just focusing on your solar plexus chakra opening up, and that is what, yellow, right? So you can focus on the color yellow, and then you can affirm to yourself, you know what, I am worthy. I am worthy of my goals. I am worthy of creation. I am the creation, right? That can be an affirmation for someone to get out of that challenging energy here, because you are worthy, and you're worthy to think a better thought. You're worthy to feel a better feeling, and you're worthy to experience a better experience. That has been my affirmation from my own personal soul growth. Those have been my affirmations from my soul growth. Okay. So someone, you can take that with you. But let's keep moving. The Hawk Prince. And let's see what page is the Hawk Prince on. The Hawk Prince. There we go. 32. Let's see what the Hawk Prince has to say as our ally. So the Hawk Prince is saying, the Hawk Prince appears when good with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take toward your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. Wow. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, right? So pay attention when you think you hear something important that pops out at you on the radio, TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect spirit to speak to you and show you the way to prosperity in all aspects of your life. Wow, wow, and wow. Okay. Because Monday, I told you guys that I was hearing music downloaded as messages in excess, right? I wrote some down because I wanted to share with you guys. But the channeling, I stated one on my Monday video. But I've been hearing a lot of songs around karma, gaslighting people. Uh, what else? People talking about people bad and negative lights, right? Letting go of relationships, people being in love, having third party lustful situations going on. Um, and people trying to circle back. Those are the messages in the songs. Even Usher, you don't have to call. It's okay because I'm gonna be all right tonight. Prerogative came out by Bobby Brown. My prerogative, I can do what I want to do. It's crazy the way the messages have been channeling, because I don't even like listen to these particular songs. So I'm not saying I'm just listening to music and these are coming and I'm just taking it as a message. No, I can be doing the dishes, guys, and or cutting me a piece of pie, because this literally happened. I literally cut a piece of pie for dessert. And now I'm thinking about my pie. Okay. I'm not thinking about no music, no songs, nothing. I'm in the kitchen cutting my slice of pie, having my dessert, and all of a sudden, murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. I know for a fact that's not me. That's what I mean by channeling. So I looked up, and this is what this is saying here. This is the message. This is what I'm sharing this with you guys. Okay. The Hawk Prince is saying spirit communication. So if you don't get a direct phone call, email, text, whatever, however that communication is coming, you may be getting channeled messages through people, overhearing conversations, TV talk shows, radio talk shows, or music, right? This is spirit communication. And what it says here is that TV, radio, or overhearing conversations of strangers, spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. It says pay attention. Okay. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication. Pay attention, stay open, and expect spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Now, when I looked up those lyrics to Murder She Wrote, okay, I have never paid attention to the lyrics because I'm just into the beat. The beat is kind of nice, you know. But when I looked up those lyrics, guys, I will never dance to that song again. I won't. Because that song is basically talking about a woman who is screwing around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry to get her bills paid. When I channel that message is for the collective because um, someone is feeling that way about the collective, right? So someone is feeling like they may have been used, manipulated, I don't know, lied to, cheated on, and they have been, I don't know, maybe swindled into this relationship with this woman who has not been authentic, and maybe she said she was something that she wasn't, and she was just trying to get her bills paid. Or on the flip side of that, you got pure, genuine, divine feminines that are not trying to do that, but their guys, the masculines, have been painting that picture of them, lying on them. Okay, telling people, gossiping, because I have been getting that too in the reading, gossiping about divine feminine, right? It's not going to be good for you masculines. It's not going to be good. I know masculines that watch Tay Talks and Tarot don't do that. Okay, I just know it. I know it. Right. So that's not for my masculines who are tuned into Tay Talks and Tarot. Okay, that is for the other masculines. Okay, but it's not going to be good for you to talk about a divine feminine or a divine masculine in a negative light. That's definitely going to get you some instant karma. Um, and I'm not talking about any feminine or any masculine. I'm talking about those who belong to the divine. Period. It's not going to be cute for you. Okay. And I'm talking to the cross watchers. I'm not talking to the Tay Talks and Tarot collective. Okay. Let's keep it moving. The Rainbow Prince. The number here is 26. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 is infinity, new beginnings, prosperity. Okay. That is a growth card. Rainbow is also a sign of blessings and growth. And on the card, before I even read it, I'm just intuitively picking up. I'm an intuitive reader, guys. I'm just intuitively picking up. We got compensation on the card here. You can't make it up. Okay. Someone is coming into their abundance era at this time. Okay. And they also have perseverance here on the card. So let's read it. Let's read it. What page is this? This is a beautiful midweek message. I love it. I absolutely love it. The Rainbow Prince. Let's see. The Rainbow Prince. Where are we going with the Rainbow Prince? Here we go. Found it. 72. 72. Let's see what the Rainbow Prince is talking about. And it is in an upright. So that is an ally at this time. And what it's saying is when the Rainbow Prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold. which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process. Now, notice it says, I'm going to read this part again. Notice it says, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of your using all the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm. Did you see what I said here earlier here? This is a soul's inner work here. Remember? You are worthy. You are worthy, collective. That is your soul's work, to understand who you are as a soul and a worthy divine being. So if you are keeping yourself in an unworthy state or someone around you, get rid of them, please. But your affirmation to yourself should be, I am worthy of all of the things. Okay. So let's keep reading. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent. Wait, your compensation is inherent. Did I say that right? In the act itself. Okay? But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Wow. It says, follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Wow, what a beautiful reading, y'all. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. That deserved a second read, and that's why I read it over again. That is so powerful right there. I think a week or two ago, I talked about how the divine collective that is doing the soul work will be rewarded. And that is a confirmation, guys. Okay. So basically, midweek is saying to wrap up, right? Value your worth. Do not let this continue to be a challenge where you are withholding yourself or someone is withholding you, like holding you back, right? Because this is a challenge, right? Give of yourself to others in whatever way that needs to be. Take it as it resonates, right? Giving of your energy, or give your energy. I just got this. Give your energy to yourself. The same way you would give it out to someone else, give that to yourself, recognizing your self worth, self value, okay? And that you are currency. You are worthy, okay? Do the work, understanding that you are the prize here. And you will be heavily compensated for coming to the knowing that you are worthy and valuable. You are the prize. You are the goal here, right? Understanding who you are as a soul being. And if someone is keeping something from you, then that's not your work. That's their work, right? If they're withholding something from you, some information, whatever, that's their issue. That's their work. As long as you're not holding anything from anyone or trying to stop anyone from moving forward, right? But valuing your worth is your goal. Worthy goals. Valuing your worth, your first order of business is you. And then to share those beautiful gifts with others here. That is what this is. And as you do that, you will be heavily compensated. Pay attention to spirit communication because the divine is always talking to you and will show you the way to your pot of gold here. The divine will show you how to get to the finish line, your pot of gold, to be compensated. And to be heavily compensated is what it's saying here. Okay. So that is my midweek message, y'all. And that is a beautiful one. Wow. That was a lot. Okay. So y'all be safe out here in these spiritual streets. And I will see you guys for the weekend message on Tay Talks and Tarot. Guys, spread some love, please. Peace.